Very excited about this automatic smart pet feeder. Now, I don't know if the brand sent me the white or black, so we're gonna unbox it together. I'm so grateful that they sent this to me so we can try it with our pets. We have a cat and a dog, and it can be used for whoever, but we will use it for our cat because my dog gets fed at certain times with meds too, and so it's a little more difficult. But this is great if you have a pet that's just getting the food, and you can use an app with it. So we are going to check it all out together and set it all up and see what we got here. Okay, so we did get the white. Wait, no, so it is, yeah, so it's the white, the top is white, but this canister is the kind of the matte grayish black. That's the where all the food goes in, and then the other part of it is white as well. So I'm just gonna carefully get this out. It comes packaged pretty nice with styrofoam, more white plastic, a stainless steel bowl, which is great for the food because it keeps it really nice and it won't rust. And easy to clean. Stainless steel is way easier to clean. More white plastic that bowl sits in, and some instructions. All right, so it all comes in some plastic, but we will get it out of there so we can take a look at this. Now you can feed multiple pets at once with this. There is more than one bowl. I honestly think this looks like a little cat head and ears. So to me, this is just like more for a cat, but it can be used for a dog, probably a smaller dog breed, to be honest. Okay, so I thought this was stuck in here, but it's not. You just have to like get it out at the right angle. Slides right out, so I'm just kind of separating all of these. This looks really sharp. There's your camera, and then it has the two sides that food comes out of, and then kind of all your controls here. So, I mean, I like the neutral colors. It'll look good really in any household, so pretty versatile. Okay, so you can kind of see the notch here, if you can see that, and then that little part is gonna slide right in here. And that happens on both sides because there's the two bowls. So then it sits right like that. Once those are locked in there, they stay in there pretty easily. I didn't know if they were gonna slide out, but it's letting me like pick it up once it's nice and clicked in there. Okay, they make this really easy because it shows you where to align the arrows. So you're gonna line that up and then click it in. You're gonna turn it, that's clockwise. And then you have your measurements. It's 2 liters and 4 liters on that. And then here's your top. It gives you a nice little QR code. I'm sure that's for like, yeah, so installation video and tips. And it says the kibble size has to be less than 15 millimeters. So there is a certain size that you need to put in here. And it is for dry kibble. It's not for wet food that probably kind of gunks it up. So it needs to be the small dry kibble. Probably just different shapes is fine. But this also clicks on. So this is what we're going to open up when we want to put the kibble in there. And honestly, okay, there's a lock and an unlock on the top too. So you're going to turn that clockwise. This holds quite a bit of food, so I think this would last quite a while. I only have 1 cat, but if we had 2, this would be great. I do want to mention that it does take 3 D-cell batteries, so if you do have a power outage, it'll still work. So say you go on vacation, that is awesome, and you lose the power and it's plugged in, it will still be able to feed your cat, and that's so important. So right underneath here is where the batteries would go. You'd open this up and put them in there. Pretty self-explanatory. I just want to show you inside of here real quick before we put kibble in. Whoop, sorry. There we go. These are like little silicone like doorways, and they're flexible, so that's where the kibble comes through, just to show you. And then this is also kind of like a hard silicone that like moves the food around, so that's really nice. Okay, I was mistaken. I read the directions a bit more. Don't throw the silica gel away. That is the desiccant, and that goes in this and goes in the top here. That is important. It's going to click right in the top and kind of keep it fresh in there. So just like that, clicks right in. We are good to go. So there's a purpose for that. Don't do what I almost did. Cool, cool, cool. I'm gonna get this plugged in and get some charge in it, or we'll like use it plugged in so that I can show you how it works, and we'll see if my cat likes it. I do wanna show you the app as well, so I'll download that, and then there's like voice recording and like different colors of the lights flashing. So some of it's for, you know, if it's searching for the Wi-Fi. This is a Wi-Fi enabled smart feeder. So we're gonna get some kibble in there. My dog thinks this is for her, but she'll learn. Back up. So I'm just gonna pour some in it just to give it a try, but like enough so that it can operate. There we go. Plenty of space for that. And then this is where the light's flashing. It is. Wait for user config. It's telling me, basically it's waiting for me to configure it. So I do need to get the app and connect it to Wi-Fi.
The app was so easy to download. It gives you the QR code that takes you right to it. And once you get that on your phone, it's pretty straightforward. You're going to pair it and use Bluetooth and your Wi-Fi, which is so easy. Here are the 2 camera angles. I am just testing it out with a single serving. To be honest, the single serving is pretty small, so I probably won't ever use that. But you're going to see my girl come up for a snack, and you're going to see her try both bowls. So I'm just putting a couple more servings in there. I'm testing out the different noises you can do, like a dog, a cat, a bell, and then you can even record yourself. So I said, Demi, time to eat. And she came running when I said her name. So she's checking it out now. She's not too sure, so she's going to use her paw. It's so cute. But as we're watching her, you'll see her test out both bowls, which is really cute. You can see that purple box is detecting the animal. So if I were to be on vacation, I could just see her doing all of this. You're also going to see my dog come up and get a bite too, which is really funny because she was so curious. So she's watching from a distance, and then she's going to pop in here and get a snack. So right now I'm just figuring out the app. You can do it from the app, or you can do it manually from the machine. So there are so many options here. You can schedule feedings if there is a certain time of day that you want them to eat, or you can just do it on your own. So I'm loving this. It is so high tech. Takes some getting used to, but like I said, it's pretty straightforward, and all the help you need is in those instructions, or you can scan a QR code and get some more help. I love the dual camera. I think the camera is very crisp and clear, so you can see that as well. And then you can use these manual buttons, just pressing it on the machine. So you don't always have to use the app, especially, if your phone dies or you just want to dispense some food. So options there. I highly recommend this. This is so cool, and it's really exciting to use.
The fact that I can use my own voice, especially while I'm away, if I was on a trip and I can just say, Demi, come eat, and it will record and project my voice out. I just think that is so cute and so fun. She loves it, as you can see, and I'm very excited to continue to use this. So hopefully that helped you decide if this is the right one for you. I think this is such a practical thing, and it can be also a gift for a pet parent. So keep that in mind and enjoy.